boy. So while I let that load in, I'm going to pull up that. There. Turn on the battery first and foremost. There we go. Checking engine and transmission fluid. Engine oil, that is. We're good on that. Hello, Weston. had a feeling. At least the bus wanted to start this time. Oh my God. Oh yes, stupid thing. Unfortunately, sorry. I can't make out the mileage. He doesn't really care that I'm doing this either, just so you know. Oh. Perfect. That's how I wanted it. What I am going to do is I am going to actually turn on... or I'll just keep it like that. Okay. So I have all my dome lights on at the moment. Please don't open it. Keep going. First aid kit, emergency. Accident, body kit. Road driver. Well, let's see. Yes. Yeah. Fire extinguisher appears good. I've got the first aid kit and a body fluid cleanup kit. Gauges, horn light, budgeted, gear neutral switch, heat defrost, AC fans, which is ironic considering none of our buses have AC, except for the driver area of the minibuses. Mirror adjustment, radio, PA system, steering, wiper, washer, windows, mirrors, windshield, and other miscellaneous items in that part. So, can confirm seatbelt. Perfect. Okay, we're good on that. Unfortunately, I have to deal with the that also mention doors? Yes. Position. Okay. Yes, on that. Actually, that also meant I should be good now. Or I can mark down as yes, that's what I did. I saw nothing of nothing bad on it. So yes, I can now go back to the driver's seat. Got this up for one. Turn off my dome light while I'm at it. Don't need it. So you remember that beeping sound? That's gonna happen again, I'm afraid. But don't worry, I'll do everyone the favor and actually zoom out so it gets a little bit quieter. But what we're doing is the static brake test. I'm about to start fanning the brakes here in a few seconds, so... Alright. Another very good start. now we wait until we reach 125 psi. And should be no more than 130 psi. Okay. So we don't have hydraulic brakes on this bus. Now, I wasn't really supposed to do that, but I don't want to be obstructing anything. So. This part we can check off. We already came to the conclusion that this one was already good. Actually, I was able to see everything. The battery turned on and everything. I did my walk around. Yeah. Only problem is we don't have the fuel tanks in the back. But yes, on that. Whoop. Correct. No, we will come back to this. This was good when we checked it. So the reason why we're going back to one thing is actually because there is a mirror for checking the reverse lights at the fueling island. Now, unfortunately, it's located there. Flag. go. I'm gonna fill it up. Ooh. Don't say anything. You saw nothing, you know nothing. Got it? Good. Thank you. So I'm gonna also demonstrate to you one thing. That's not your child checkmate. That's your headlights. For anyone who's new to this. And yes, we're about to... One, yes, I'm slanted at an angle, and I am... And we're supposed to do that. Okay, so I was able to confirm. I love that you can actually do that. Screw on the cap. Ensure everything didn't drip. Hello, Miles. Alrighty. We're ready to pick up students. Normally it would be pitch black outside right now. I'm actually doing really well so far, thank you for asking. How about you? A third very good start. If you remember the day in the life video, the first one anyway, if you remember that one, it was when I was still driving the spare bus, by the way. I actually I can't remember what I was doing. I'm also forgetting what I'm talking about as well. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. You might actually see a few people attempt to join the Bus Driver Edition, which is a game we are currently seeing at the moment. Because the owner of the game is also a real-life mechanic on these buses, or had been. Not sure if he's going to continue that or not. Hopefully he does. But, he actually knows a lot about the routes they run and the ins and outs of all the features on the buses. So if you can think of anything that the bus would have, with the only exception of strobe lights on the roof, except unless you're really driving the Vision, those are, and the D3 REs, those are the only buses that have this strobe light. But they have it. But it's got it, except for the engine fans and cruise control and the ability to break down. Those are in a work in progress. I hate when I do that. I saw the student. He wouldn't get on the bus, though. I'm not gonna wait for him. The other thing, when you do become a bus driver, you do have to use your red override switch on your student stops. That way, keeps the students safe, and when you close the doors, the reds will stay on until the student is fully seated. Kinda, sorta. I mean, it's as best as he can get it. Oh, I'm very positive that he did record them. No worries. No worries. So actually, that also brings up another very good topic. This school district actually combines middle school and high school together for each and every one of their routes. They do separate elementary school students, but yeah. Also, if you also, before you jump in the game, I do have to address one little thing. These buses have range interlock systems on them. They do have them in real life. What it does is, if you were not to press on the brakes and you try to shift, it will stay in neutral. And it will give you the light that says range inhibit. Also, you may have noticed, I don't wait for anybody when they aren't at the bus stop. And I am a heavy speed demon. I'm actually going to use the cruise control system more often than not. I keep forgetting that is not how this bus works. I keep hitting B to cancel my amber light, which is the same button to turn them on. Ooh, okay. And the other thing is when you park at the high school, they don't park in a straight line. I'll show you guys the spot I'm supposed to park at until I get another bus. I did at one point, but I try to stick with one as much as I can, so I'm not having to stress about other things, because other companies do tend to require more activity, which doesn't really help in my case. Don't let me forget I have that on, please. I want to say it was Chesterfield County Schools. I actually quit their district because they were way too strict for me, and my time schedule weren't meeting up with their requirements, so I mean, for me it is what it is. I went back to searching for another company, and then I found this one. Fell in love with the game, and then when they finally announced after a while that they were hosting trainings, I was very quick to attend and pass, and here we are today. And ever since then I've been driving with them. Now, I've driven other different buses that were assigned to me. One was 80. My first one was actually bus 80, which drives Route 203. Then I drove 68, which is an old CE that runs on a Max Force DC. Which drove 225, I think. And then Because I've been wanting to have this bus as my route bus for ages at that point. Why is because I really don't want to use my reds. Just if I really wanted to, if I decide to not wait for somebody, I don't need the supposed traffic that's not likely to be added in the game to become confused by what I'm doing. Also, most of the buses have engine braking. Wow, we have one. So now I come to think about it, I may not have to go to... Oh, never mind, I thought you do have to go Yeah, because legally traffic can't drive past my red warning light. So just to activate them, to just turn them off, generally poses a safety hazard. Hello, Rory. Is this any better? No problem. So, Miles, I'll show you how quick the warning or the ready? Here we go. That's perfectly fine. I'm here to answer questions this morning. Actually, as a first Well, I can't say as a first responder. I've never really had a reason to jump in the water to rescue somebody on a call, but because we actually have trained personnel that's actually made to actually dive. But there has been some times where I actually went to random events that have uh, that actually had like a creek that was deep enough to swim. And I have actually had to jump in to rescue a young one. So actually, yes, I have. Fortunately, it was also a very warm day at the time too, so. Huh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll admit to that one for sure. Wrong button. This is usually my last stop in the on my middle school and high school route. Whoops. Oh well. I meant to hit my red overrides, but as you can see, that works as well. That just means I have to leave the door open until the student sits down. Off to the high school. Oh, did I also mention these buses also are governed at 73, which is perfectly fine because that's all the speed I need really, or I want anyway, until we get the cruise control system. Then I'll probably just keep doing 55. Unless someone starts enforcing speed limits. Because technically we should be doing 25. Of course. Maybe a little too early, but that is technically where I'm supposed to be in the afternoon. Well, I think in general, actually. They do tell us to wait until the other buses arrive. If you're waiting on somebody to also have your hazards on. They also encourage us to use our hazards when we're turning around as well. Well, they never told me that, but I do it anyway. In case we have to reverse. Now they do tell you to turn on your four ways and honk before you reverse. Preferably once. Oh, and the other thing. We're working on getting the Bluebirds fitted with this system, but when you activate your hazards, you can't hit X to turn them off. Now that's like that. Now the reason behind it is actually because these buses are equipped with the little old-fashioned hazard lights being all metallic-like and doesn't go back in its regular position unless you actually do one of these actions. Either use the left or right turn signal and I have a feeling I'm gonna end up having to ride on like damages to this bus. We did just get this bus back to yesterday. And I'm also not using any throttle at this point in time. I'm just coasting. So what I'm actually going to do because the Visions are also not, they don't have the system. I am going to use that for my elementary school route. I'm not going to do the entire pre-trip like I just did earlier in the beginning with this bus. I will, however, do a post-trip inspection on this bus before we do end up going down that road. Do I want to drive the Oddball Vision? Yeah, well. So there's a full-size Bluebird Vision in the fleet. It's 77. It's the only 2015 they have. As far as Bluebird Visions go. Everything else is all 2013 Bluebird Vision. But that bus has electronic powered doors. Okay. I can do that too. But the 2015 Bluebird Vision also has 3 roof hatches, which is what makes it the oddball. Everything else was all powered by air doors, or was all air powered. And that's also one of the buses that I forever will use the red override switch for. But yeah, I can drive the 2013 Bluebird Vision. The other thing I should also mention is they may be missing the Bluebird symbol. So before I do that, I need bus post trip. gray. Note on this. Second time this bus has been vandalized. Only the first time was actually my elementary school students, and they destroyed the entire seats. I forgot the bus off. Just kidding. And I forgot to turn that off. There we go. Can we not have the seizure, please? It's because my character is a little big. Normally we would technically drain the air out of it, however, there is no air drain developed on this bus. That's what that deal there's for. Turning the battery off. Any internal damage? No. Cool. Just the vandalized seats. Got it. I'm ultimately shocked they didn't. I'm resetting just for the sake of the... Just for the sake of, you know, the fuel pumps. So this bus had used to be a route bus for 263. But it had recently been placed as a spare. I like this thing because I don't have to do much to even, like, you know, we'll turn the batteries on. So this actually does have the air drains. However, it won't let me do it. The other thing is it tells me to check the coolant, which is fine. Oh, and the other thing you can do with this bus, you can change the color of it, of the gauges. So as I said, this bus has the strobe light. You used to be able to use the keybinds for it. He may have fixed that. This bus also does not have wipers yet. It did at one point, but since we had remodeled it, uh, they didn't put in wipers yet. It's planned, but yeah. And the reason behind why I'd rather use my red overrides with this bus, alright, ready? My stop sign just beat the doors to its closest position. I can't talk this morning, evidently. Oh, I don't need fuel. We're good. But the reason why it doesn't have the Bluebird badges and all that is actually because there was some conflict that the people that sold us those badges, not all the buses were affected. This bus also has and at this point, I might as well drive with not those, not it's not that on. Normally that would work. Oh, and it does have heated mirrors. I'll let it center back. Okay, that was very weird. I'm putting my other side of my headset on now. this is my last stop on my elementary school route. I have tons of kids that usually are on this road, and I normally would go down another road, but those group of kids are actually suspended from this bus from vandalizing the bus the first time. Hopefully you can tell that I just manually shifted it into third. And it decided to go back into second. So, normally, I should have waited at the middle school and the high school because, there's a scheduled time we're supposed to be leaving. Which does mean you also have to turn the bus off. The elementary school route is a completely different story. I wanted to do something like quick. Turn that off, turn that off. I could turn off the rear dome light, but we'll do it later. It's not required by any means. Now, the master switch and the engine brakes, or the exhaust brakes as they tend to call it in the controls labeling system thing. The master switch used to be left semicolon, and the exhaust brake used to be the right semicolon. They switched that around, and I have yet to get used to it. Good heavens, talking is the challenge today. Also, for those of you that voted on the thing, I will look to see what has changed so far on it. Well, I don't really need my master switch anymore, but whatever. So this went in 52. Okay. I might just need more coffee. That could be it too. Normally we would wait 15 minutes, but I am not in the mood to actually be doing such. Uh, Now I'm not ending the stream yet. However, I am going to drive a different bus. I may. Actually, let's check. Yeah. Alright. I had a feeling. So... So that's actually... So bus 99 and bus 100 are all 2025 T3 REs. They're operated by diesel fuel, of course, but they're also the newest buses they have in the fleet now. To my understanding, this one is still broken. Oh no. No, this is not broken, not at all. He fixed it. Or someone fixed it anyway. Come on. And this is another good bus to drive as well. I've never driven it in game because when I tried, um, it it had a wee bit of a problem with it. This is a bus that will let me use the air drains too. Come on. So these are also trip buses as well. Whoops. Come on. Stop being so picky. There we go. Fine. Game. It's actually the mouse's fault, actually, to be gratefully honest. We can drive this on our full PM route. Come on, the mouse needs to not be so sensitive. There we go. But on its off time, this is typically used as a spare. And because this has a functional air drain, this shouldn't have any air in it. And you can't change the colors on this thing. And this has the strobing warning lights too. Same function with everything else. Now, if this was a route bus, I would have absolutely scooped this one up. The other thing I kind of wish it had was a functional mileage reader. I mean, I get it says 2,929.9 miles. It also keeps saying rear dome light, but don't be fooled. Unlike my bus, my rear dome light would have been right here. The newer ones have it on the far left of the panel. And they don't actually go from left to right. They actually go from front to back. And also... Oh. So, the range inhibitor is actually supposed to do this on the newer buses, or the other buses, rather, that have this. So, if you see the 6 and then N, you see that flashing? That tells you your range inhibitor also has been activated because you didn't use your service brake. So because my bus goes to the middle school first, we will go there. This bus also has a working, or actually has working road noise sounds to them. Oh. No matter. So I see that part has still been a thing. There's supposed to be a warning, or you should be able to see your... Oh, boy. Right. So... Mind you, this bus is also a new bus, so I don't expect everything to work. Let's just say 15 minutes has gone by. So this is actually the very first time I've ever driven this bus in particular. I've driven 99 almost the entire time I had a spare bus. For the first time, for the first round of vandalized seats, but that was also because I loved hearing the road noise. I'm loving the fact that the left turn signal just doesn't. Let's see if we actually caught it. I have my doubts, but all right. Well, I now need to search for that picture. Sometimes I question why. Well, that's not it. That's it. Yes, I got it. All right. Oh, I love that sound. And we like drive. There we go. So normally when we start leaving the middle school is when the first bus at the high school starts saying first bus leaving the high school. Alrighty, you have fun now. Thanks for joining. Whoopsie. Oh, that's classic. Okay, so it's not like my bus. Those doors won't close when the engine's off, or the entire bus is off in general. My bus does. That may change if and when I get a new bus. Alright, well, let's just say it is that time to leave. Nah, we're trying that again. That's better. So, a little thing I should also mention, when you get into the buses with this UI, M only turns on and starts your bus. N is what turns off the bus. Using the windshield washer fluid. Saw that coming. Oh, it's flipping. Oh, so it does work. It just is flipping. Oh, joy. I'll have to update that report. Oh, the student that didn't get on earlier is on the bus now. I guess I did come in a little early. Yep, and I just left my domes on again. Not a big deal or anything, I just don't need them. I do have to go this way because I have this student here. I don't have the 4 students here. I do have the one just after this turn. And I do have this student as well. There ain't nobody here, dog. I don't have that guy. I do, however, have this student with me. Now I actually wait for the student to actually get to her front porch. Bad things have been happening around here lately. There she goes. Whoa! Hello. Whoa, no, stay off of that. Last time we had that issue occur, we got stuck. And that was with my first bus. That was also because the steering was lightning speed fast. and it's typically rush hour around this time. But Oh no. Oh. Alrighty. I've waited here long enough. God, it was horrible outside in real life. Can we please keep the green light, please? Yeah, we can. Ooh. But I just so happen to hop the curb. That's always nice. 45. Copy. Whoop, I already forgot the fact that this has N as the bus, as the key to turn off the bus. Now, because we did haul students in this bus, I have to conduct some checks. I'm not going to do the full post trip. You guys already saw that when I did 59. It works! How about that? Can't sit on it, of course, but didn't realize he actually finally scripted it. So, this was a very proud drive of bus 100. You can do that, by the way. That's your reservoir to fill up the windshield washer fluid. Okay, they actually put it in here. Turn that off. There we go. This would be loud in real life. Loud enough where hearing protection is recommended. All right. And we would leave the valves open the entire night. I'll more than likely drive this bus again in them. Well, maybe not. I might switch to 99. sooner or later. But on the bright side, I feel like it's about that time to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for the questions. I'm happy that we were able to answer a lot of people's questions this morning. Thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless.